Are you nailsing? What happened? What smell? What's up? 1 day break, I don't exist anymore. I didn't even do anything yesterday. Yesterday, I had intentions on streaming yesterday. Max, come back. It's not 2 days. I was live the previous day. Right? It was literally 1 day. There's no way it was 2 days. I was live the day before yesterday. I rank up in CS because I had a bugged placement. I wasn't sure if I'd started from the bottom or not. I couldn't remember. I've been fucking loving CS though. There's a new Rocket League season. I'll play it later. And I'll get champ on placement. And it'll be fucking sick. I was live 2 days ago, right? The day before yesterday I was live, right? Yeah, yesterday... What the fuck was I doing, man? There's no... Yeah, I was. Fuck you. Going for streamer awards, really? We win streamer awards this weekend or something. Oh, it must be actually, right? Alright, FOMO's already had the damn world record. Smokes? Yeah, I've been learning smokes. How did that kill the dragon? That's crazy. I need to do the fucking resident sleeper practice for a little bit. There's definitely nothing Mickey Mouse at all about his record, but he is the only person who is a world record contender for the past year. So he's one guying everyone. He was saying in HVG that he was talking about motivation or something. When he hasn't said that for the previous runs he's got. So I don't know why this run is different to him. But 2-2x was never theoretically possible. 2-3x was meant to be the last world record. Some kind of like low 2-3 was meant to be the last AA world record. It doesn't seem like that's the case because we've had some what do you call it? Optimizations. What am I doing? That is a weird way to craft. We've had some fucking optimizations. Alright, FORSEN. I want to watch FORSEN and FORSEN. I'm gonna watch today's run. And then I want to watch the previous run, and I think there's another run that I want to watch as well from a while ago. Is this the run? I think I found it instantly, yeah. It's the 11% run. Okay, back 22. If I go back 20, it'll be 59.49. Back a couple more minutes from there. Okay, this should be a decent skip back. No way I muted it. Why did I mute it? He died in a run before? This run died for his other run?
Game is LAN world. FORSEN cheated into spectator mode.
This run instantly died so that he could have a god run.
Really far away.
Audio for this portion of the video. Bro, I'm closing it!
If there even is a bastion, I don't even know for sure actually. I just assume. Built in, it's completely dead.
Game
Built in.
It completely dead.
Generating God Seed 0%. Generating God Seed. Generated Dream Seed. Banning Generating God Seed 0. Option. It's time for Send CD. Generating God Seed 31. Generated Dream Seed.
What do you call a fake noodle?
I haven't pre-watched. I just saw the end game. All I watched was the end game. Because I got palled in. But I don't know anything about SUB20. Look, this is the same seed, dude. Blacksmith. Blacksmith overworld. Wait, I'm doubling music.
Back chest.
Another SUB20.
Alright, we got a blacksmith. Blacksmith down, blacksmith down.
What, he saw it before and he didn't go straight to it?
Might be wondering where this blacksmith is. Let me show you around. MTV Village Crib.
This village is actually good for him because it has less beds, which means he's gonna waste less time getting the beds.
Random don't like it so much. Here you go.
Oh my
Jesus. It's just like a moderate though.
If you don't like plate smashing terrorists,
This makes it so like 20 obsidian is like way more common.
More fitting for closet juice.
What's he pausing for?
Take a and think about how I want to spend my diamonds.
Oh my god. Alright, how to spin your diamonds. He's got 4 diamonds, right? He's got 4 diamonds. Right? The best diamond tool is diamond sword because you save 1 second for every mob. So you kill 6 mobs, 6 seconds. 20 mobs, 20 seconds, right? 20-second time save is crazy. But you have to be good enough to use it. And it's FORSEN, and even a lot of top players, well, not top players, a lot of like SUB15 players can't diamond sword properly because it feels really weird and different. People complain about having to crit and everything. So diamond sword is the best, but you have to learn how to use the diamond sword. The next best is diamond pick. Diamond pick, obviously you mine so many blocks because it's Minecraft, right? You're mining blocks all day long. So diamond pick is the second best. And also the diamond pick's like the best, like at basically every level, even at the SUB10 level, diamond pick is good. I mean at the SUB10 level it's kind of harder, but mining obsidian is crazy. If you get 19 obsidian, you don't have to force the 20th obsidian. You can just mine one after doing your first portal. So you can get 20 like so often with diamond pick. And he's got 6 obsidian already. So like normal amount of obsidian you get out of a bastion is like 10-ish, like 14-ish or something. It's like 12 or something. So like getting 6 obsidian there is good, and then having a diamond pick on top of that, like it's just like you're guaranteed 20 now. You're guaranteed like double portal. So like 4 diamonds is good specifically for that. Like diamond shovel doesn't really save time usually because iron shovel and diamond shovel are the same on gravel. Diamond shovel is still good because you sometimes don't have gravel. I mean, don't have iron, but even though he has an iron pick, it's better to have. Even though he already has an iron pick, it's better to have a diamond pick.
Okay, I have decided.
Because you break blocks a lot.
The pickaxe.
And
Crafting.
you can mine extra obsidian when you don't have all of the obsidian. Diamond axe is like really bad. Diamond axe is the worst diamond tool probably.
Oh, bye.
Crafting.
Diamond axe is probably the worst diamond tool.
Bye.
Like you kill mobs like 0.1 seconds faster than an iron axe, and like 0.3 seconds faster than a stone axe, or something, with a diamond axe. And then like breaking logs is just like not that important. You don't break enough logs or anything like that over the run for a diamond axe to really add up like that. Obviously, you're not gonna make a diamond hoe. So a diamond hoe doesn't count.
Oh, I have lava. Is it a god seed?
Zoomer slowly leveled up. Crafting.
It's the iron.
Why is my mouse sensitivity so fast?
Crafting.
Gold boot's good. It was like the best possible enter like imaginable. It's like the best imaginable answer for a beginner.
Options.
Well, other than the fact that he doesn't have a diamond pick. If he had a diamond pick, this would be the best possible answer. But he has an axe.
Gravy.
And yeah, there's way less loading. Like in his other run that he had a couple days ago, he was just loading the whole run. He was just loading. He's still loading. Like, caves are dog shit. Just run straight to the lake. Caves never have gravel. Average.
Yeah, okay. Fuck me.
Wait, he got a lot of logs? When did he start that habit? Or is it just because he gets a diamond axe that he got a lot of logs?
Crafting.
Fuck you.
Getting blocks is like the most important thing in Minecraft speedrunning. But him having a lot of blocks is crazy.
Zoomer slowly leveled up. The fire rises.
Like this is just a total god enter. The reason mapless is so good is because it gives you blocks, not anything else. Like the best thing about mapless is the blocks.
Zoomer slowly leveled up. I can't see shit in this mess. Game is frozen LUS.
He is about to lose a fucking
He sees the bastion.
50% of everything he owns to a 750-pound land whale that no one wants.
What the fuck is this crafting? What is this crafting, dude? What the fuck is that? Just click it in a book or some shit. That's like the slowest possible way that he could have crafted the slabs. I don't think there's actually a slower way to craft all of those slabs. And I don't know why beginners find it so difficult to just walk diagonally. They always get on the edge of the block like this. Or bridge diagonally, I mean. Like he's completely on the edge of the block. You need to be in the middle moving diagonally. It's just...
Okay.
I can't believe it's so difficult for beginners.
I'm wasting time.
This is pretty similar to 2038, like visible bastion off spawn.
Crafting.
Okay, he's playing the stables the way that I told him to. He watched my fucking video. There it is.
Where the fuck am I?
Crafting.
2 months mock us. He checks for a gap and sees it? No way. He's actually fucking doing it. Oh, he fucked up the route.
Crafting.
No, it did one block wrong, but other than one block, he did the whole route correctly, which is pretty sick.
Why is there only 2 gold blocks this time?
Crafting.
Instead of 4? I've never seen that before.
What is this dig down spot? Why does it take him so long to make the decision to swap to his fucking
2
weapon?
gold blocks this time.
Crafting.
Instead of 4. I've never seen that before.
Like, there's something attacking me. It's 2 seconds! I swear it's a full 2 seconds before he actually processes to swap to his weapon.
I don't know why they are like this. Right? Come from nowhere.
2000 ms ping. What is this dig?
I don't know why they are like.
What is this dig pattern?
Leveled up. Slice him up.
I think it's the
first.
slowest possible dig pattern that there is.
I don't know why they are like this.
What the fuck is this?
Come
Why
from
does he go in a circle? The FORSEN route, tactically the slowest possible way to mine all the gold. Early pie chart, that's good.
Video settings. Options.
Why was this render so low? It lowered it earlier? Yeah, I'm pretty far forward. It was like 19 or something.
Settings. Video settings. Options.
18.
Videos. Options.
But he knows how it works.
Video settings.
There's some things that he's really good at. There's some things that he just understands.
This direction.
Game.
Negative X.
Videos.
Alright.
Options.
So, negative X, and it was 18. This is his X chunk here, the negative 7. So, what is that? Negative 25 it's gonna be at, right? Yeah. It's gonna be at negative 25. Times 16 is what? Negative 25 times 16, negative 400. So the fortress is not in the ring. The fortress is not going to be in the ring. Which means the stronghold's going to be far. Or he's going to have to pearl back to the ring. So this run's not looking very good.
19.
Crafting. Zoomer slowly leveled up. Out of my head. Crafting.
Damn, he hit the shit. Oh, it was Z. Was it Z? I thought it was X.
Out of my head. Options.
Oh, it is X. What the fuck you? I mean, yeah, it could be on the side, but it's most likely going to be straight. Yeah.
If you are so interested, try.
And if it's on the left or the right, it's just going to be further away from the ring. It's not going to be closer to the ring. Crafting, doing trades, what the fuck? He's like doing like good things. So like while the pigs are trading, you've got a lot of spare time to just kill time. Like you have to do shit while you're waiting for trades. So normally you go and get chests and shit. But he's like doing the pie chart, which is the best thing you can do. He's crafting, which is the second best thing you can do, probably, maybe. I mean, the best thing you can do is get chests. Because you want to get 20 obsidian. Or you want to get obsidian in general, but you want to get 20 obsidian especially. 20 obsidian is like the best time save you can get at the lower levels when you're just forcing like every seed. It saves the most time on bad seeds. Obviously you can just get lucky with 10 obsidian. Or with if you made a diamond pick, then you can just hit the just mine the obsidian. But this is like crazy stuff. I don't know why he's playing so well out of nowhere. Because two days ago,
17.
his last run, he was doing everything like awfully. Like I don't know why he's just suddenly become God Gamer.
There's no more. There's one.
Crafting.
18.
Game is
Okay,
frozen
they have no
LUL.
more. Is there a chest on top of this? Yes.
It might be because he studied how stables the most. Because he watched my video on it. And maybe that's it. Maybe he's just like he's played it the most. He's thought about the most or something. I don't know.
Active
there is.
crafting.
Expert clone.
Crafting.
Fucking.
Is he forcing 20? What is he doing?
Don't say go because we saved literally like 5 minutes. Fast traveling. Alright. We have to
He is
always
forced
get
20.
obsidian, man. Unless we're like,
Mat chest.
I don't know, fucking put this thing here.
I just wanted to say that even though I engage in plate smashing,
Just mine the
terrorism,
fucking
I'm
block!
still a believer.
Wow, double
This
triple.
is just my way of believing FORSEN.
Sometimes stables is really good for getting 20 because you can get the most chests. Like the most chests you can get in stables is like 12, I think. And I think 12 is probably the most chests you can get out of any bastion. Because what is the most you can get in housing? It'd be 6. 9. The most you can get in housing is 9. You can get 12 chests in stables. So it's really good for getting 20.
Mat chest.
I believe the
Large
plate gives
chest.
you strength.
Be unlucky.
Release your
Bad
anger.
chest.
Good play. Dude, he's just
Crafting.
playing well. Like, what the
Crafting.
fuck is this? Fresh sub, midi squiddy. He's literally playing well. He removed chunk borders? No, it's a different clone. FORSEN never takes off chunk borders. He leaves it on the whole run, all the way to the end. Dude, he turned chunk borders off.
I see it.
Actual expert clone. No way he sees it. What the fuck? So much loading on one
Zoomer
pearl.
slowly leveled up. Some kind of hoglets.
Yeah, insane terrain. Insane seed. See, his previous run, right? It was the fortress was closer and better terrain, so he had to do fortress first, which is worse. Like you have to do it. And seeds where fortress first is better, you have to do it. You can't not do it. But it's just unfortunate whenever you have to do it. But this seed was bastion first. So he was able to get to the fortress quicker, or basically the second structure quicker and shit. And yeah, just like this is just like a way better seed.
Here. Oops, sorry.
Zoomer slowly leveled up. Ugandan.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay. He hasn't checked that he's in the ring. So when you've got 20, I think it's way better to be in the ring when you do first portal. And this is a huge political debate.
Here
This
is
is
the
a
gutter
huge
from
political
the last
debate whether or not you should be in the
proceeding.
ring or not on
How
first
will you
portal.
throw this run?
Because it doesn't really matter, since your second portal is meant to hit the stronghold, not the first one with 20 obsidian. But I think I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what's better. When you're in the ring, the calculator is more likely to be accurate as well. The closer you are to the stronghold, obviously, the more accurate the calculator is going to be. I'll do a quick demonstration even. I will even do a demonstration. I need to close this. I need to go open this. Okay. I did this in a video for him and then didn't like follow up on it, or I didn't like the video. Triangle with a line, yeah. This. Okay. Here is how the calculator works. Alright, let me think about it. Let me think of the palette. Let me think of how this all works. Okay. Okay. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have this as well. Okay. Visualizing, processing. Okay. Here's how the calculator works. Here is how the calculator works. You exit the nether and you're here, right? You just exited the nether. When you throw an eye, it does this. And it points like this, right? And then the calculator, it has a bunch of guesses on where the stronghold could be. So it could be like one of these lines. And it has 5 guesses usually, and it could be one of them. And it'll be more confident in some of them than others. Sometimes one of them it's super confident on, but usually it's like just not very confident on most of them. The closer you are to the stronghold, the more confident it is. It's just like generally like how it works. And also the less possible strongholds there are, the more accurate it's going to be. So like if the eye points towards the end of the ring, obviously there's going to be less points where strongholds could be. So it's going to be more confident on the guesses that it has because there's less possibilities. So it's going to be more confident in some things. When you throw a second eye, I think this is the same color. Yeah. When you throw a second eye, right? If you throw it really close to the first one like this, it's gonna overlap a lot of the guesses that it already has, you know? See how all of these, like, this line is overlapped with the second line? Or the first line, I mean? So you're not gonna improve the guesses very much when you do this. You're not gonna improve the guesses very much because the lines are still overlapped. But if you go really far apart like this, then it's gonna be like super, like it's gonna have a huge confidence in this one, and it's gonna have a little bit of confidence in this one. So like this happens quite a lot when you're not using all the sweaty nerd settings on the calculator. This will be like 85% on this one, and it'll be like 15% on this one, because the calculator assumes that you're a little bit shitty at measuring the eye when you don't have sweaty settings on. When you do have sweaty settings, like if you're Xylonox, right? If you're using super sweaty settings and you're doing all the sweaty shit, the calculator assumes a way smaller line. So you can do like, Xy did like 5 blocks apart or some shit. So he did like one line like this, and then his second line was like right here. But since it like trusts him more because he set it up to trust him more, it's way more confident at a way smaller distance. But it's good to have the beginner settings, because you're just not going to be that good at measuring eyes when you start out. And also there's like extra shit. Like there's a thing called subpixels, because there's not enough pixels on the screen. On a 1080p monitor, there's not actually enough pixels on the screen. So sometimes some of the pixels bug out, and you can fix it with binds in the calculator. In the hotkeys thing, you'll see it like it has like plus or minus 0.01 or some shit. That's the subpixel stuff. So you have to learn really nerdy shit, because there's literally just not enough pixels for the eyes to work correctly. I use the zoom macro, which adds so many pixels that it's not a thing anymore. Which is cheating, but it's legal cheating, just like the calculator. So, rings, right? Ring, whatever. 1 ring, 2 ring. Great, this is the stronghold ring. There's rings in here. There are 3. Bro, there's like hardly any colors. I swear there's less colors in this. There's 3 strongholds in the ring. 1, 2, 3. They generate basically like this, but you know, like it's more like one will be like super close, one will be super far. But it generates in like a triangle kind of thing. Kind of deal. And when you F3C in the nether to see if you're in the ring or not, it tells you if you're in this ring or not, obviously. So when you're at spawn, when you spawn into the freaking game, you're here, and you're nowhere near the ring at all. And you have to travel into the ring. So it's good to be in the ring. It's good to be early in the ring as well. That's like excellent coords looks like this is gonna be impossible. This is what excellent looks like, basically like that. That's excellent chords, like roughly like that. But then like bad chords would be like this would be like average chords, and this would be like bad chords, like too far away from the inside of the ring. This would be like bad chords. And then these are kind of bad as well if you're like too close to the inside of the ring. Or like on the border of the ring or something. It's like kind of like on the bad side. It's still pretty good. But if you're on the outside of the ring, if you exit all the way fucking out here, fuck. If you're on the outside of the ring, then no. Let's think about it differently. When you're on the inside of the ring, if your eye points like this, right? The strongholds that it can be will only be in this area, you know? So there's less possible strongholds, which means higher percentage certainty on the calculator. But sometimes you'll get unlucky and your eye will point like this. Like just, and there's the stronghold could be like any of these. You know, the stronghold could be anywhere on the entire line, and that's when you get like just all of them are like 1% and shit. When you're outside of the ring, like FORSEN is like blinding like here, and when you throw an eye, obviously it can't be here, obviously, because there's no ring there, but it can be the entirety of the ring. It can be in the entirety of the ring. So being outside of the ring usually means you'll get lower certainty shit. And then if you combine being outside of the ring with not traveling far enough, then you'll get a lot of overlap. See how these lines are overlapped so much? There's so much overlap. This is where you get bad certainty, because it's not certain where the lines are overlapping. Because it's too much overlap. You don't travel far enough. Whereas if you travel pretty far, it doesn't even matter how far away you are from the ring or anything. It'll be way more certain that like the overlap is here. Alright. So that is why being outside of the ring is worse.
Two for dying to mobs on easiest difficulty and free for gravity. Impersonally going with the classic one, Lolly.
Oh my god, this drop rate is insane. I'm going with
Crafting.
Opposite viewpoint. Well, the main opposite viewpoint is that it's the rain drama, the rain politics, the rain incident, where it's questionable if 20 obsidian is faster sometimes, or sometimes you'll be so close to the stronghold sometimes that it's like. Or you'll literally be inside the stronghold on the first portal, you know? Like, 936 world record, 938 or whatever the fuck, it hit the stronghold on the first portal, even though he had 20 obsidian. So if you, like, spend a lot of time getting 20 obsidian, or you spend a lot of time making sure that 20 obsidian works, if you play too much into 20 and then it doesn't, and then you don't end up using it, then you lose time gathering the 20. So he lost time gathering the 20 on this run because he had to go up to the chests and everything. If it turned out the stronghold was so close that he didn't use it, then obviously it would have been time loss. So, one school of thought, there are multiple schools of thought on how to exit the nether. One school of thought that I subscribe to, and Silver and Rain and a bunch of other really good runners, is you should always hope that your first portal is good. 20 obsidian should be looked at as the backup strat, and you should always hope that the first portal is good. But then the second school of thought is the chance that the first portal is good is really low, so you should always play into this 20 obsidian because it's more likely that 20 obsidian will be good. But that's the thing about micro speedrunning, right? Is that if we were doing everything based on likelihood, then it would just be silly. Like, why would we do fucking all kinds of things? Like, sometimes you just need to get lucky forehead. And some people think get lucky forehead on first portal. Some people think don't get lucky forehead on first portal. Just always hope that the second portal... Well, always expect that the second portal will be faster. So, obviously, when you exit the nether outside of the ring, your first portal is guaranteed bad. Your first portal is guaranteed to be bad because it's impossible that the stronghold is under you, it's impossible the stronghold is close or anything because you're literally outside of the ring. It's impossible the stronghold is close. Which means you're not allowing for your first portal to be good. So I think, and a lot of other people think, that allowing your first portal to be good is super important. But other people say making your first portal good is not important and you should just blind outside of the ring. Yeah, at the beginner level, you don't care about, like, because if your first portal is good, it only saves like a minute sometimes, or 30 seconds, if your first portal is good. Which doesn't matter if you're trying to get sub 20, but if you're trying to get sub 10 or sub 8 or something, then that 30 seconds to a minute actually matters. But at the sub 20 level, it doesn't matter if his first portal is bad because he doesn't need the 30 seconds, a 1 minute time save.
One more.
Crafting.
Force excellent? No. So I already know a little bit about
Options.
what went wrong
Options.
because I've read about
Crafting.
shit. I think it was 7 to 7, I heard that. So I already know a little bit about what's happening. So fact 1 is that we know he's not in the ring. So the certainty on the calculator is going to be worse, and the stronghold is going to be further, which also makes the calculator worse. It's just gonna, the calculator's gonna give you a bad result no matter who you are. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. Calculator's gonna give you a bad result.
Game options. Options. Game is frozen LUL. Game
Shit,
options.
man. I hate
Mouse
this
settings.
fucking shit.
Options. Google send
Okay.
LULW.
This looks like it's the same line of pixels. Yeah.
So there's 1 pixel off, but it
Video
doesn't matter.
settings.
With the settings that he has on the calculator, it doesn't matter that he's 1 pixel off. It matters like a tiny amount, but not much. Like the calculator expects that he's gonna measure it wrong. A little bit, which is good. It's fine when you're starting out to measure it slightly wrong, so that you don't have to throw more eyes trying to sweat the exact pixel and shit. Like sweating a literal 1 pixel thing, doesn't matter. Like you should just allow the calculator just assume that you're measuring a little bit wrong. So it's fine that his calibration is wrong, because who the fuck cares? So he was 1 pixel off, which is bad, but it just doesn't matter.
FOV 90 slider. Mouse settings. Sensitivity.
And it didn't look like he moved. It didn't look like he moved on
Options.
first eye throw. Could be wrong. I guess we could fucking nerd out and see if he moved. Because you can't move before or after you throw the eye. Okay,
Options.
standing still.
Options.
Standing
Crafting.
still, standing still, standing still. Standing still.
Options.
He stood still the entire
Looks like
time. Yeah,
it.
he's fine.
Mouse settings.
So that's fine. That's fine what he did.
Video.
Now I need to see how
Options.
far he went from the side throw. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 sprint jumps. That is not far enough. Like, even with the sweaty settings, it'll sometimes not give you 100%. Even if you had the absolute god fucking all of the binds, a zoom, a fucking anything, even if you did all of the bullshit, being outside of the ring and so far away from the ring and the stronghold being this far, 3 sprint jumps is not far enough. He needed to go like 5 or 6. But in his defense, he probably hasn't exited the nether enough to know these kinds of things, and he especially hasn't been told that kind of thing. So it's unlucky that such a good run happened where he didn't know the mechanics behind it. Because 3 sprint jumps is often good enough. It's often good enough, 3 sprint jumps. It's only because he was outside the ring and because the stronghold was so far away that 3 sprint jumps wasn't far enough. So it's pretty unlucky that this rare circumstance occurred in his run.
Game options. Mouse
I
settings.
talked about the ring earlier. If you
Options.
missed it, you missed it.
Google send L.
It didn't look like he moved on this either.
Google send LULW.
He stopped as well, right? Yeah, he stopped.
Game options.
Yeah, he does
settings.
practice and
Options.
he studies a fair bit as well.
Google send
More
L.
than XCC
Google send
did.
L. Google send.
That's a good measurement as well.
Option.
Yeah, so 11%, but it's hard to fix that. So you'll see even in pro fucking top runs and shit, you don't always get 100%. You don't always get 100, and you can't force 100 a lot of the time. One of the most common things with the calculator for getting fucked is you'll get a 50-50 between like 1400 and 1500. And there's no way to fix that. Sometimes it's just the way that the coordinates are and the way that the angles are and everything. The calculator just can't tell you if it's here or here. It doesn't matter how accurate your settings are. It's just shit luck. It just doesn't know which one it is, and it gives you a 50-50 basically between them. It'll say like 60-40 or 70-30 or shit like that. Sometimes it just doesn't know, and then that extends to other things as well. So if he did this again, 3 sprint jumps outside of the ring, all of that shit, in another situation, this would give him 100% again. But in this situation, which is, it will never happen again to him. Well, it'll happen again, but never the exact same coordinates, never the exact same angle, never shit like that. But sometimes the calculator just gives low certainties. In this situation, it was really likely that he was going to get bad certainty because he's outside of the ring and everything. It was really likely that he was going to get a bad certainty. What he should always do, it doesn't matter the situation, he should always go like 5 or 6 sprint jumps, or even further than that, because you will get 100% way more often. But you can't always get 100%. It doesn't matter who you are. You can't always get it. And yeah, the way Minecraft angles work and everything, eyes are only accurate to 2 decimal points. So you'll never be able to perfect measurement a line, because it's only accurate to 2 decimal points. He was saying low probably good. No, that's just bullshit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
FOB controls.
I'm considering leaving
It's a
that
fresh
high.
crime,
Sensitivity.
Shandong.
Sensitivity.
I have 49.
96% slider. Options.
Alright, 11%, that's really good. The worse I get, the more likely it is to be the exact location.
That's just forcing.
I'm pretty sure it was perfect.
He's just saying random shit.
Alright,
It's based on nothing. It's obviously wrong.
Throwing seeds at the beginning was funny to watch.
I don't know why he's loading on us. He saw where the angle went. You should just fucking go that way. A lot of beginners don't get that as well. When the eye points somewhere, run that way in the nether as well. I don't know why beginners, they get into the nether and think that it's fucking somewhere else. It's literally just the exact same way that the eye went.
For content, but now it's just embarrassing. My 1-month-old kitten who doesn't know her piss from her shit can complete the record. I'm watching you, Mr. FORSEN.
Bro, this is the run, alright? If you shut the fuck up, alright? We'll get it this time. 185 blocks away in the nether. Minus 72 is the angle.
Back to throwing.
Back to throwing.
Game is frozen LUL.
Okay, we don't have...
Game is options. Game is frozen LUL. Crafting.
Why is he walking?
Options. Game
Why would you ever walk?
Crafting.
Run! Why is he walking?
We still have fire resistance portion. Is it over there? I think so.
Game is frozen LUL.
206.
Game is frozen LUL.
44. I'm almost exactly on 44. Alright. Oh no, it just... Okay, it's fine.
It takes him so long to make any decision, it's
200
insane.
what?
Game is frozen LUL.
Oh my god, this is so good.
13-minute second portal.
Game is frozen LUL.
44.
So more nerd shit. This usually doesn't matter, but negative coordinates, they are weird. Negative coordinates. So see how it says XYZ, right? Negative 206, negative 44, right? But you look one under, it says block, negative 207, negative 45. So they're one off. Block is the accurate one. XYZ is the inaccurate one. So when you're following the calculator, you need to read block, not XYZ. Being one block off as well often matters. Because that's literally 8 blocks. Yeah, it's because negative 0 exists in Minecraft. Well, whatever. Being 8 blocks off on both coordinates can often, matter. It's not a shitty game. It literally just tells you the correct one here. So it says he has to go to 206 or negative 206, negative 44, which he does on XYZ, but you actually need to do it on block. basically you should just never read XYZ. There's never any reason to read XYZ. There's never a reason.
Crafting.
So 1410 second portal, which is if he hits starter, right? If he hits stronghold, and if he hit like insta nav, which takes like 5 seconds, and then insta perch, that's like sub 1530. It's literally sub 1530 pace. So he could get like a low to mid 15-minute run on this kind of pace, which is pretty fucking crazy. He misses stronghold. So missing stronghold happens, and obviously we already covered, right? The circumstances of the seed and the circumstances of him not going far enough when measuring the second die meant that it's really likely that he's not going to hit the stronghold, and it was only 11.8% because of him, well, because of the seed circumstances and because of him not going far enough for the second die throw. But yeah, this is literally, he could get a 15-minute run on this exact run. Like, if he hit the stronghold, hit the insta nav, hit the insta perch, it would be a 15-minute run, which would be fucking crazy. But realistically, if he hit the stronghold, it would be like 30-second nav, which would be like 1440, 1450 end enter, and then it would be like on average a 2-minute end fight, so it would be like a 16, 17-minute run. But honestly, 16-minute run wouldn't even be that hard if he did hit the stronghold, which would be crazy. But he did not hit the stronghold, and his brain is not developed. Wow.
Game.
So when you miss the stronghold, he forced Y40, which is what you're meant to do, right? But why Y40? Reason you force Y40 is just because we've done like simulations and shit. We've done simulations and it turns out Y40 is the best for hitting the stronghold. But the stronghold can generate anywhere from literally bedrock all the way up to like Y64. It's just anything above like Y50. For some reason, there's some kind of bug in the fucking code or some shit where it like forces the stronghold to be like below Y50. The bug was fixed in 117 and then it was like unfixed in 118, I think. But in 117, you can get surface strongholds like all the time. Like you'll literally see the stronghold at the surface like a lot in 117. But in 116, it's extremely rare. So Y40 is the best, but if it was literally a stronghold was at bedrock level, which happens, then it doesn't matter if you went to Y40. Sometimes you'll hit the surface, sometimes you'll hit a different cave, sometimes you'll hit all kinds of bullshit. It looks for the closest like air pocket to fit the portal in to the Y level that you exited the nether at. So if there's like if the stronghold is at Y32, it'll snap to that if the surface was at Y64 because 32 is closer. But if the surface is closer to Y40 than like a bedrock stronghold, then it'll send you to the surface. Ocean exposed? No, they're like Y40.
Crafting.
He's fucking laughing. Wow. So he missed the stronghold and he's at Y43. That's where the portal was. The portal was at Y43. So this could just be a random cave at Y43. And obviously it would prioritize it because it's 3 blocks away from Y40. If the stronghold was at Y20, then the portal would not have hit the stronghold. So in this situation, if you're confident in the 11% that you can't see because my fucking calculator is in the way. Can I undo? I can. It's 11%. If you're for some reason confident in 11%, or you were just in a huge rush that you need to hit the stronghold right now, it would be correct to dig down here. So dig down and just hope that the calculator was right and that it was actually just a low stronghold and you're unlucky that there was a cave at Y40.
Game is frozen LUL. Game
There's
is
no side
frozen
digging to be
LUL.
done. So he's at... So the stronghold is claimed to be at 1644, 348. He's like right next to that, right? He's 10 blocks off on the X and 3 blocks off on the Z, right? So it's literally just going to be under the portal, roughly. The portal does basically hit the exact coordinates, like as often as possible. It does snap side to side a lot of the time, but often the portal will be like directly above the coordinates, even if you hit surface or some shit. So digging under the portal here is the play, if you trust the coordinates.
Way, it's a ravine one, which is unfortunate for me.
No, throwing a third eye wouldn't have done that much. Probably. Throwing a third eye probably would not have done that much when he was measuring the eyes before. Maybe it would have done something, but it probably would have barely increased it. It probably would have increased it like 30%, and maybe it still would have hit. It might have been like 30 or 40%, and maybe that extra 30 to 40% would be on different coordinates, and it might have hit the stronghold. So here's where FORSEN is just a fucking idiot. So after a second portal misses, or just any kind of fucking trying to get to the stronghold, his brain just shuts off. So don't throw fucking eyes without measuring them. Like, listen, you're using a calculator, right? You measure eyes, and the calculator tells you exactly where the stronghold is. Why would you ever throw an eye and not give it to the calculator when you just press 2 buttons? You just press F3 and C, and it feeds it to the calculator, and then the calculator tells you exactly where the stronghold is. Why would you ever throw an eye and not tell the calculator that you threw it? Why would you ever do that? And he does it all the time. He fucking always does it. He just throws an eye, and it doesn't, and then he doesn't know where the fuck it is. When the calculator will just tell you that it's there. They'll just fucking measure it. What's the point of using a fucking cheating calculator if you're not going to use it? And here we go, first eye throw. Yippee. Yep, don't tell the calculator you threw it though.
47.
It's time for Sen CD.
And now he reads the coordinates. Why?
No, it's...
Game is
He gained 0 information from that fucking
Frozen
eye throw at all.
I have to think here. 1,644.
No, he doesn't think anything. He does this every run. It's even when there's no walls.
Game is frozen LUL.
There is no thought. There is no
When does it
thinking.
start?
There is just no brain.
Game is frozen LUL.
Hello, Mr.
At what
Fox.
altitude?
Yeah, I went to an in-person Minecraft speedrunning tournament, right? And my best run that I got in 3 days, I got fucked on RNG, but that's a whole other fucking topic. On my best run, which was like a 12-minute run or some shit, I threw both eyes in a cave. My first portal hit a cave. I couldn't look at either of the eyes, but I still fed it to the calculator, and the calculator hit the stronghold. Even though I couldn't actually look at the eye. It just like it went straight into a fucking wall, measured it anyway, and the calculator is so overpowered. Even though it didn't get a proper measurement on the eyes, the calculator is so insanely smart. Ninja brain. The calculator is so insanely smart and built on so much fucking insane like mechanics and math and just total horseshit bullshit. It's got so much fucking intelligence, AI brain, fucking neurons in it that even if you don't get the right measurement, it still knows when the fuck the stronghold is like somewhere a lot of the time. So even if you're completely underground, sometimes you can measure both eyes and it'll still know where it is.
I noticed that at present you're on a relative.
So I threw both eyes in a cave and I hit the stronghold in the second portal. It was slightly off, but it still hit the stronghold.
Good run. No need to clarify, just don't fuck this up. I beg you.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the staircase starts. Where, chat? Where
At the
does
fucking
staircase
coordinates!
Start, please.
Resetting again. Pathetic.
Wait, it's not the same,
Resetting
it's
again.
random.
Resetting again. Pathetic.
Alright, well... I am,
Crafting.
Where are we digging?
Crafting.
We're gonna
I'm
scan
convinced he
with
does
an
this intentionally as well. Fucking
see over
X-rays. Yeah, and he literally talks about it. So even if he got it on this, it wouldn't have counted because he intentionally X-rayed.
Game is frozen. LUL.
I'm gonna dig down.
Dig down where? Like, where the fuck are we going? It's based on zero information that he's digging down right now.
Is it too low?
He's digging just nowhere. He has absolutely zero information indicating to dig down right now. He's just, his brain is shut off, and he's nervous and he's panicking in front of 20,000 people, and he just digs down because he's fucking stupid.
Game is frozen. LUL.
Throw another eye where? Where are we throwing eyes to? Like, what are we thinking right now?
I'm at 25. Is this too low? Oh my god,
Game
is
is
this too
frozen.
low?
LUL. Options.
He's
for
having
ads.
chat play the game for him.
Fucking shit, Ravine. I can't fucking believe this fucking shit. Am I in a mountain or what?
So we're at the surface, right? Throw an eye and measure it, and it'll tell you exactly where it is. Here's the correct way. Here's the correct way to fuck you. How do I even do that? Here's the correct way to throw eyes as a beginner. Okay? So, say either you've got 10 obsidian, right? You've got a 10 obsidian run. It's not a 20 obsidian run, it's a 10 obsidian run. Or you've done 20 obsidian and your second portal missed, which is his situation, right? Or just generally it'll happen a lot, as your second portal will miss and you'll be like, oh man, that's so lame. But the run goes on, right? So either a 10 obsidian run or second portal misses run, or just some shit like that, right? You have ring. You have stronghold 1, 2, 3. Great. That's basically roughly it. You have nether exit here. We'll just say it's his run. We'll just say it's his run, which was like basically like this. He exited like here or something. He threw one eye, and it was like this, and it was super inaccurate. because there are so many potential strongholds and everything that it just wasn't sure like which one it was basically. This is fucking. I'm just inventing obviously what the strongholds are. This isn't actually what the strongholds look like in this round. But this is basically there were so many potential strongholds because it went so much through of the ring that it had low certainty, and he was outside of the ring. And then he threw another eye, and he only did 3 sprint jumps. So there was so much overlap. There was so much overlap. This entire area where the lines are overlapping, this is all potential strongholds. And it gave him 11% because there was so much potential stronghold. Again, there's only 2 decimal points of accuracy on eyes. So there was so much overlap on the 2 decimal point accuracy eyes that it gave him 11%. Then he exited the nether again, right? And he ended up like here, just before the stronghold. He exited the nether again, and it was short of the stronghold. Can I zoom in? Holy shit, this is not fucking working at all. Jesus Christ. If he threw another eye... If he threw another eye, it would have been like this, right? And it would have been like, oh, you should have told me that before. It would be like, oh, I can see that eye is crazy, but based on these other 2 previous lines that you've thrown, and this line, I know that it's exactly fucking... Alright, that's a bad example. I know that it is exactly here. Now it knows. It would be 100%. Like, it would basically be guaranteed 100% on this eye throw.
Oh my god. Oh my god in heaven.
So if he just throws an eye, it'll be 100% and it'll tell him exactly where it is, and he just sticks down on it and it'll be fucking good. But he just throws an eye and doesn't fucking measure it! What's the point in throwing it?
Shit.
What's the point? Just why would you use a calculator tool if you're not gonna let the tool tell you where the calculator is? Or why are you gonna use a stronghold tool if you're not gonna feed the tool the shit? It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fucking mountains, man.
Yeah, and not picking up the eye. Like, just pick it up. He doesn't need 3 seconds. He needs fucking 20 minutes.
We don't have time for the eye.
That's just bullshit. The dragon is gonna waste way more time than picking up a fucking eye will.
I was off with my calibration, I was off with my measurement for some reason.
For some reason.
It looked good, but...
Well, he's actually right about this. So he did measure it correctly, it's just he was so far away from the ring, and then, he didn't go far enough. So he did actually measure the eyes correctly, it's just that there is so much overlap. The lines were too close. The lines need to be like this, basically. I mean, they're not gonna be, they're more gonna be like this. But if you're there too close, there's gonna be so much fucking overlap, and it's not gonna know where it is. So he did measure it correctly, you need to go further so that it's like this instead of this.
I don't have a crafting.
Yeah, and then fucking classic. No crafting table, no pick.
Very good.
If you had a diamond pick is the best diamond tool after the sword. It's just better to have a diamond pick sometimes when you're a beginner though. Yeah, runner's fucking dead. It was a 2-eye anyway, so even if he did hit the stronghold, he would have been rewarded for playing like a fucking
Alright, let's see what went wrong
FORSEN
here.
cheated into spectator mode. Zoomer slowly leveled up. Welcome badges to the applications of FORSEN's Law 1.0.
No, if you pixel perfect both eyes, it's only accurate to 2 decimal points, which isn't accurate enough over the course of thousands of blocks.
1.
So we were quite a bit off. surprisingly. Quite a bit off.
I was watching the end game, not anything else. Yeah, so this is what 11% does. Let me try and do this. I'll try. Let me turn this on. I'll try to show what will basically happen. Alright, so I'm gonna measure this eye. I'm gonna go 3 jumps over, just roughly like this. Oh, this one is gonna be fucking super accurate, and it's gonna be a bad example. I'm gonna have to get a different one. Yeah, that one is a bad example. I have to get a different seed. Try this one. And this is the kind of randomness that I wasn't blaming him about. This is the kind of randomness that I wasn't blaming about. Is that sometimes the seed will be cruel, and sometimes the seed will be very nice. And there's no way to know. We'll do that. Looks like this is a kind seed as well, which is lucky. Yeah, so you see on this one, right? So I measured the eyes perfectly, basically. And we've got 48% on 1600, and then we've got 21% on 1500, 12 and 19, 11 on 1921, 3% on 1600. So this is happening in the background. He has this setting, so it only shows him 1. But if you have this setting, it shows you all of the guesses that it has. Obviously the most accurate one, or the one that has the most confidence on, is the only one that matters, which is why this one exists. But the second one, this one is good for when you want to see like what the fuck the calculator is actually thinking about. And why it's giving you 48 instead of 100. So basically, imagine this 48 that I've got is imagine the 48 that he's got is basically 11, like his 11%, right? So this 48 is 100 blocks away. No, it's only 40 blocks away from the 21. So this 48 that I've got, even if it's the 1577, it could still technically hit the stronghold if it's a really big stronghold. It's just not going to hit the starter. It's not going to hit the start of the stronghold. He could have went to second ship, but what would have been better is just fucking going further apart on the eye throws, because if I remove this, right, I'm going to remove that last eye throw I did. So now it's only got this. Go back into the game. If I literally just go further, like really far, measure this. Now it's only 50%, which is unlucky. But usually this will be way more accurate. This will have a way better guess just because I went further. It's pretty unlucky that it only went to fucking 50 from 46, but it changed its guess as well. It went from 1400 to 1900. So even though it was 47% sure, going further changed the distance of the expected stronghold to fucking 1900, you know? So going further, literally changed the scale of it by 500 blocks or 400 blocks. And also I had an extra setting on to make the certainty lower, or not the certainty, but the standard deviation. I have a different standard deviation, but I can make my standard deviation similar to his with a keybind that I've got. But when I throw eyes in caves or shit like that. Standard deviation is in place. The reason you have standard deviation is because when you're starting out, it's fine that you'll not measure eyes correctly a lot of the time. Fuck. It's fine that you're not always going to measure eyes correctly. It's fine. He missed the first measurement by 1 pixel, and he missed the second measurement by 1 pixel as well, which is fine. Like, the calculator can be kind and assume that you're going to miss by a pixel or 2 sometimes. And it doesn't fuck up the accuracy of it that much. When is the right time to lower your standard deviation is when you want to sweat more, when you want to be a little nerd who gets the exact pixel every single time. And then when you lower it even more to the pro kind of standard deviation is when you do the exact, like the super nerd shit, where you analyze the width of the pixels, because not every pixel is equal. You literally measure the width of the pixels and you do sub-pixel shit, which gets it more accurate than 1080 can actually do for you, or even 1440. 1080 and 1440 doesn't have enough pixels on the screen to give you full accuracy of the eye, but there is pixel width that allows it to be more accurate. Yeah, and the zooming adds more pixels because it makes the window really big so that there's so many pixels that you don't have to, that it gives the accuracy. But you can't go infinite with the window. There's still the 2 decimal point accuracy that is the hard limit. Is that you're only accurate to 2 decimal points. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that impact accuracy that are out of your control. I want to rewatch this run as well. Just quickly skim over it because I'm gonna have a lot of what I've fucking talked about edited and uploaded. We need to go back 18 minutes to 42-ish. So this run, I've already watched, but we'll go over it a little bit again. What the fuck? Is he just pausing so much? What is this? Oh, he was pausing so much. 32. Six-hour FORSEN.
Generated dream seed.
So yeah, he was loading so much on this run. This run he had like 2 days ago or some shit, or like 1 day ago or some shit. So this seed is like way better. Let me pause this.
Complete ball.
That chest. Crafting.
This seed is like similarly good. You skip flint rates, which is nice. No, I see something different, Kodra.
Render distance. Options.
This seed is similarly good, but he's just loading so much. Like, at spawn, he scanned for a blacksmith and sees it. That's why he plays this empty seed. It's because he sees a blacksmith on the pie chart.
Options.
And then he scans again. Like, why would you scan twice for blacksmiths? And then he gets the blacksmith's iron pick, he kills the golem. He loads on food because he's not thinking much, but then he trades for bread, which is really good. It takes him 10 years to fucking do it, but he eventually gets around to it. No, getting beds is a time loss. We should just get luckier.
I guess I will be needing those anyway.
No, he noticed the blacksmith. He literally looked at the pie chart.
Farmer. Zoomer slowly leveled
So he
up.
buys bread, so that's good because there are no hay bales. He kills the golem, it's whatever. What he should have done is completed the portal with obsidian, but whatever, his brain doesn't work well. And then eventually his brain fucking catches up and he realizes that it's going to be faster to use the obsidian. But whatever.
Zoomer slowly leveled up. Crafting.
So the seed, it's fortress first. It's better terrain to this fortress than to the bastion because he can't even see the bastion. And the bastion is like further. So Fortress First is worse because you don't have fire res, you can't like blaze bed or anything, and you can't pearl to the second structure because you're always going to two structures, right? You're going to first structure or second structure. Sometimes it's going to be Fortress First, sometimes it's Bastion First. Obviously, Bastion First is faster because you can pearl to the second structure instead of running there. But sometimes you just have to do Fortress First. It's faster in the seed to do Fortress First. It just means that the seed isn't that good. Because you're forced to do slower strats. Slower strats than other seeds.
Okay, remember
Game is frozen LUL.
I think.
Options.
Yeah.
Options.
Remember this direction?
There's a lot of good runs Fortress First.
We will die.
There's a lot of world records with Fortress First. Watching Tfuse run? I don't know, he watched it. He plays this badly. This is the worst possible block you can place at the spawner. This blocks the most spawns. Spawns are more likely close to the spawner and get less and less likely the further away, but you should still clear them all out because you want to maximize chances. But this, because it's literally in the middle, it is the worst possible block to place because it blocks, like, it's most likely that there's going to be mobs closer to the spawner.
Let them come.
And also he gets fire up there and he doesn't punch fire. Like, fires block spawns. Spawners don't spawn if they're light, or if there's enough light. So blazes, they spawn at like light level, I don't know, like 12 or some shit. And fire makes light level 14 or some shit. I don't know, I'm making up these numbers, but fires block spawn. So you have to break fires not only to prevent the rods from burning, but for more blazes to spawn.
Options.
And I'm pretty sure he has a fire on top of this fucking... Yeah, he's got fire up there. Can I get a frame?
Crafting.
Can I please get a frame? He's got a fire up there. This needs to be punched because it blocks the most spawns. Not only does this block a lot of spawns because it's in the middle, but it also, this fire is creating more light to block even more spawns. So he's just playing it as awfully as humanly possible. He gets good rates. His runs recently have had really good blaze rates, which doesn't matter that much because, like, that run before, right? It was going to be like at best, it was going to be a 15-minute run. If the fortress took another 3 minutes, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have still been an 18-minute run, you know? So blaze rates just don't really matter, like, generally at all for a sub-20. For a sub-20, the only thing matters is that your seed is playable to any extent and that you don't fuck everything up. So this is an example of Fortress First seeds being worse. He has to run to the second structure instead of pearling there.
Crafting. Game options. Videos. Options.
You already talked
Game
about
is
it.
There. For gold.
Yeah, like anyone can watch him and see that there's like, he just like stands still for like 3 seconds and then he'll just walk instead of run for like 5 seconds. But he's still able to get on sub-20 pace because the only thing that matters is your seed being playable. The most important skill for Minecraft speedrunning, like more than anything really, for like getting consistent like good runs and everything and just getting good runs in general is reset efficiency, which is just the term for sifting through seeds to get the best ones. That's why we have wall like 15 games open and shit, so that we can sift through as many seeds as fast as possible to get the best possible seeds. Obviously, if you played every single seed, literally never reset, you'd get just dog shit seeds all the time, and all the nethers would be super dog shit, and you'd get really slow runs. Even the best players, when they never reset, like they get a lot of sub-20s, but a lot of seeds you can't sub-20 straight up because it's just the average seed is pretty bad. So what sub-20 mostly comes down to is seed selection and reset efficiency. So FORSEN gets a lot of like god seeds, right? And that could be because he resets more in the nether. Because XQC never got many god seeds, and even his PB seed is not a god seed. It's an insanely close stronghold, but XQC's PB seed, wasn't it like it was like a fucking 16-minute blind or some shit, like a 15-minute blind. Blind meaning nether exit. Because XQC basically never reset in the nether. Any nether he'd get into, he'd play out a fucking 8-minute bastion answer, he'd play out a fucking like a 10-minute bastion answer. Just he always played just dog shit seeds, and then yeah, he'd just play out just all kinds of dog shit, which is why he never got god seeds. Whereas FORSEN seems to reset a lot more, which is why he gets more god seeds. But this seed isn't a god seed, it's just like it's like a really good nether. It's not a god seed at all, it's just a good nether. What mostly made up the most time is getting this the blaze rates, and also the stronghold was really close in the nether, and it was really good terrain to the second portal in the nether. The run he had today, it was a pretty good seed. He had to bridge to the bastion, but then it was 4 god terrain pearls to the fortress, and then god rates. But the stronghold was pretty far, but then it was god terrain to the stronghold. Because what often happens, right, is like, there was equal chance that the bastion was either here, or it could be in this fucking wall to his left, which would make the seed just dog shit. Because whenever you've got some bullshit in a wall, not only is it hard to get to the bastion or fortress that's in a wall, when you're making a second portal, when you go back to the nether to build a second portal to hit the stronghold, it takes way longer to get out of a wall, obviously. So terrain, getting to and out of structures is super important. Terrain was like one of the first things that we like properly observed at the top level as well, is that terrain is like the most important thing more than anything. It doesn't matter how close structures are. If you literally spawn inside a bastion with a fortress inside of it, if it's dog shit terrain inside the bastion and it's dog shit terrain from the bastion to the fortress, even if they're literally intersecting, if it's bad terrain, it can be way slower than a seed that this fortress is far, the bastion is far, but it's god terrain to all of them, and god terrain to the stronghold and everything. Terrain is more important than literally anything.
You guys sweating? I'm fucking sweating. Not actually sweating, but I'm sweating.
Zoomer Slololilo leveled up. Bastion of Sebastian. Large chest.
Oh my god in heaven.
15 obsidian. He's in housing, right? Housing is like 9 god blocks, which is like on average what is 9 god blocks? 81. It's like on average like 9 obsidian from the trades or some shit. So you're just like guaranteed 20. So this is like when it's like insane seed kind of type shit. It's not even that insane though.
Guys, no, I'm coming.
Like you expect this to happen. You expect to get good seeds sometimes and good RNG sometimes. Something really bad about Fortress First is that, again, I've already covered this, but something really bad about Fortress First is that by the time you get to the Bastion, the pigs have had so much time to walk around and everything that they're going to be far away from their spawn positions, and Bastion routes are based on piglin spawn positions. That's how you get the most piglins, is by like aggroing in very specific spots in the Bastion so that you get like the most pigs aggroed and they all come into the hole at once. If you do Fortress First and then go to the Bastion, all of the pigs have fucked off and ran away everywhere. So it's going to be worse. So this seed, like, is just not that good. Because he has, like, no guys to trade with.
What is your problem?
Craft.
Yeah, like 3 pig hole.
Crafting.
But he's overlapping shit. Gets trades and everything. He keeps picking up the fucking gold and everything, but whatever.
To help you sleep.
Can decrease render distance, but that's sweaty. No one's ever done it.
Crafting. Game is frozen LUL. Game
But
is
I'm pretty
frozen
sure that the
LUL.
in-game was played like
Game
pretty
is
well on this
frozen
as well.
LUL. Game
He
is
doesn't
frozen
move, he
LUL.
looks at the eye, measures it
Options.
well.
Controls. Options. Google Sen LUL W.
Was that good enough?
Yeah, it's whatever. But how far does he go again? I can't remember. Wait, he's paused.
Throw again.
As long as you don't have a sub-13, pauses don't count. Pauses only count if you get a sub-13.
Google Sen LULW. Google Sen LULW.
That is perfect.
Options. FOV.
Alright, so this time he was in the ring, right? When he exited near there, it said blind coords are okay for high roll, which means that he's in the ring. So he's gonna get better calculator outcomes.
Game is Google.
So the first measurement
W.
was pretty
Options.
good. Second measurement gave him
100%
Video
there.
setting.
59%.
Controls. Options. Google Sen LULW. Google Sen LULW. Options.
Okay, we got 100%.
Options.
Wait, where is this?
FOV. 90 slider.
Can he
Mouse
fucking
settings.
measure this shit?
Options. FOV. 90
So how
slider.
far does he go? It's like 1, 2... It's like the same distance. See, he did basically the same distance. In this run and the run that he had today. But the difference was that the stronghold was closer in this run. And he was in the ring in this run as well. So he got a better calculator result. See, he got 59% rather than 11%. Just because of just circumstances that are basically out of his control. Whoops. Dang.
Video settings. Controls. Mouse settings. Crafting.
I mean,
Crafting.
And then literally he fucking realized that his angle
16,192.
Game is frozen LUL.
16.
So 2 months valuable talisman. He realized, he looks left and he realizes that his angle is through this wall. Why don't you just mine through this wall and just see if it's open? But again, that's just kind of hard. I don't expect him to do that. It would have been really cool if he did that. If he mined through this wall and tried to see if it was open for him to pearl out of. But I think it makes sense that he went out the bastion. Just because he's not that very experienced.
192.
But he just loads. Look at this loading. He can throw the pearl at any moment, man. And even just walking. Like, look at this. He's literally just holding W and not running.
192.
He just has no intention
Game
on
is
going
frozen
fast at
LUL.
all. He's just walking. He's walking. He's walking.
192.
He's loading on this. Finally throws it. Loading again, loading again, loading again. Look, time to throw this pearl. Alright, throw it. Throw the fucking pearl. Do something while the fucking thing is landing. Throw the pearl, throw the pearl. Loading, loading, loading. He like, it's like in his head, he like quadruple checks anything that he does.
It's gonna be in the lava, chat.
And then yeah, it's in the lava. But what could have happened? What the fuck? It didn't pause. What fucking bullshit? Twitch is scamming me. He could have just pearled outside of the back of the bastion, but it's kind of hard to like kind of do. Like you kind of need to know how the bastion works and everything in order to do that. So it makes sense that he's into it. He finally gets there, and then
Crafting.
he's 2 blocks off on the calculator here. 16,192, 14,192. And you can see it's positive coords, so block lines up with the XYZ. Whoops. Block XY lines up with the XYZ here. Because it's positive, but when it's negative, that's when the block doesn't line up with the XYZ. Yeah, I watched this last stream. We're going over it again. It doesn't matter the block of the portal, it matters the block that you're standing in the portal. He misses by 2 and hits the portal room, it's just lucky. It's like, I don't remember the chance of hitting portal room if you're 2 blocks off, but it's probably like 15% or some shit. Or something maybe even lower than that.
Leveled up. Crafting.
You force some levels IRL.
Crafting.
Wow, who's slow, chat.
Crafting.
So, in the end, right? In every single run that you will ever watch, the player always runs to the middle. They place the obsidian on the left or the right side, which is the north or the south side of the pillar in the middle. And then they run north or south as well, which is either on the left or the right. So every single run that he's watched as well, he would have seen everyone do that. But for some reason, he specifically just chooses to not do that. He runs to the middle. He places the obsidian on the right, which is fine. This is like south or some shit, so that's fine. And then you just need to run either north over here or south behind him. It doesn't matter. Go left or right, it doesn't matter. And he just fucking goes east or west. He just goes fucking this way or that way. For no reason. I don't know where he gets this from. Like, if he's learned to place the obsidian like that, why has he not learned to run one of those ways?
Crafting.
And that one fuck up is what costs, like, I don't know, beds. When you do it like this, it wastes 40 seconds on average. It wastes 40 seconds on average. Because the dragon has to spin around a tower. See this tower that it's spinning around while it's perching? That wastes on average like 40 seconds or some shit, or like 20 to 40 seconds or something. The reason you go north or south, left or right, is because there's no tower, so when it perches, it instantly perches. It doesn't have to go around a tower. So it's 20 to 40 second time loss. And also beds do like maybe 20% less damage when you don't have the beds on the right angle of the dragon. It probably does around 20% less damage, which means not only is 5 beds probably not going to be enough, but like just in general it's going to be hard to do it and everything. Well, it's literally like you don't even need to study it. You literally just watch one run, copy what it does. It's not even a study. It's just like, it's just seeing literally just moves forward and then right, or forward and then left. There's no study involved. It's just watching the first Minecraft speedrun that you ever watch. And then, yeah, he died because there was a fucking fireball. Somehow he's forgotten so much of dragon mechanics. This fireball... Like how... Not only was he confused, but chat was confused as well. But how the fuck is everyone so confused? Like, the dragon fireballs you, it lands on the ground, and then the fireball spreads out. How is everyone confused where he took damage from? It landed behind him, and it's spreading out. And because it's taken so long to perch, by the time it finally perched, the fireball spread out so much. He forgot? No, he literally just didn't know. He just didn't know. He was like, where did I take damage from? Dead. And it would have been like a 18 18-1 or some shit. 18-1x. But he probably wouldn't have killed it because he doesn't know how to kill a fucking dragon. And it would, yeah. Looks, nah. He just needs to practice fucking dragon, I don't give a fuck. So, his problems are, he doesn't use the fucking calculator, even though he has it, he doesn't use it, well enough. You need to throw like 3 or 4 eyes sometimes. It's just the way it is. You need to throw the eyes far apart enough from each other so that the lines don't overlap. When you have the eye angles, if they're like this, it'll be really good. If they're like this, it won't be really good. He needs to run to the middle and go left or right and place the obsidian either on the left or the right. If you run to the middle, place it on the left or right, and then go back or forward or some shit, then your dragon's gonna be fucked up and slow. Other shit. What's his other shit? He just needs to fucking load less, but that's his own problem. Building portal at wrong coords. Yeah, you need to look at block, not XYZ on F3. Block is under F3. Under XYZ, I mean. His standard deviation's fine, doesn't matter. But really, the rest of his shit is like fine. The calibration's fine. The calibration doesn't matter. Placing block on the spawner, yeah. He should really blaze bed as well. You just block the bed pillow with a block. It doesn't matter how the fuck he does it. You can do the FORSEN build, it doesn't matter. But place a nether brick in the way of the pillow and then explode the bed. And it'll make the fight go way quicker, blaze fight. Getting 100% with a calculator doesn't matter. The calculator can tell you 100% and then miss because you fed it dog shit. If you feed it total dog shit, it'll tell you 100%. Look at this. I'm gonna feed this calculator total horse shit and it'll be like, oh wow, sounds fucking excellent. I'm gonna feed it just total trash. Because the calculator listens to you, and if you talk just total fucking horse shit, it's gonna be like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna fucking throw this eye, rather than looking at the middle, I'm gonna fucking throw it over here. I just measured it like way over here, right? And then I'm gonna go fucking super far, and it's gonna be like, wow. And I'm gonna just measure its total fucking horse shit. At that time it just said no. Alright, so we'll measure the first eye wrong. Maybe if we measure the second eye correctly, we'll see what the fuck happens. No, it still doesn't like that. I need to measure this wrong enough that it gives me something nice. It still doesn't know. Wow, it's literally giving me nothing at all. Let's get in the ring instead. If I get in the ring, then we'll be fine. TP, 1800. Okay. We're in the ring. We're gonna give it total horseshit. All right. Here's the first eye throw. We're not moving or anything. Everything's perfect. Look at the eye. F3C. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm trying to do a demonstration. Oh my god. I'm trying to do a fucking demonstration. Oh my fucking god. TP. 2000. Great. Alright. Wow. 3% on everything. Great. We're gonna give it this. So we measured that one correctly. But if I measure this one totally incorrectly, it's 100%. Wow, 100%. But there actually is a chance that it knows where it is just because it's smart. No. So it says 100%. It says 100%. Holy shit. The stronghold is 1,000 blocks away. It's at 80. It's at 162.88 in the nether. But then you locate and it's not actually there because 100% doesn't matter. If you feed it dog shit, it's gonna give you dog shit. It assumes that the shit that you gave it is gonna be right. But if you're mismeasuring, or if you're not doing subpixel, or if you're not doing fucking this, that, or the other thing, then even though it says 100%, it's just going based off of the dog shit that you told it. If you lie to it, then it fucking will give you lies. It's not fucking uber smart. There's no fix. It's literally just if you give it dog shit, it'll just think dog shit. That's just how it works. 2 months graffiti.
New Gex incoming this month, Pop.
Really? I don't like the new fucking Gex songs. Or Gex song. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. My turn. Same world. The next showcase. The next showcase is gonna be probably next weekend. Scissors Tfue rematch. And then a future showcase is insane juicer, insane idea, insane epic, awesome. Alright. I haven't played in 2 days. That means I'm gonna be awful at the game. That's just the way it is. Text. Delete. Maps. I've only been playing Dust 2, Mirage, and Inferno because I'm a boomer. But I'm gonna learn the new maps. I've been channeling the boomering. Because it's better to fucking be a boomer and enjoy the game than force yourself to be a zoomer. I always get my shit rocked on Cache. I like Cache as a map, but I always get my shit rocked. I really like playing it, but I just always lose on it. I'm gonna play Rocket League later to do the placements. I'm gonna do the duos placements later. A line? Oh, what the fuck? Why was it over there? What'd you guys do? Die. Okay. I might play the finals as well. I haven't really watched it, but I got a key to it, so I might play it for like 10 minutes. I might play it for like 10 minutes later. I think I do have 2 extra keys, but I can't give them away. I don't know why I have 3 keys, but it gave me 3 keys. How do you get a key? By being rich and famous, like I am. Speaking of rich and famous, I'm thinking of going to TwitchCon, and it costs a lot of money to go from Australia to anywhere else in the fucking world. And I got a sponsor in my emails. And it's a sponsor where you play the game for like an hour or 2 or some shit, right? And you get money for the people in your chat playing the tutorial. And apparently the tutorial only takes like 2 minutes to complete. But if I do the sponsor and I get like 100 people to sign up or some shit, and like do the tutorial, then I can fucking go to TwitchCon. So, will you guys fucking do the tutorial on a game. You'll do it? If you do the tutorial, I'll do a fucking IRL stream or some shit. I don't know, I'll fucking do some shit. Literally just do the tutorial so I can go to TwitchCon, and then I'll fucking make it up to you. I'll roar IRL. And it's a game as well where you can literally like the point of it is like while we're doing the fucking sponsored stream you can snipe me and fucking kill me in the game and shit. So that'll be funny as well. It won't be dog shit boring sponsor. The cars didn't sign up. It's not right. It's not right. But yeah, that is a obviously a concern. Something that can happen is you can just get aired out. I haven't done a sponsor before. I've never done a sponsor before, so it'll be first time doing it. But it seems like a very generous sponsor that will basically be able to pay off the entirety of the costs to go to TwitchCon. So. That would be pretty fucking epic. Why am I playing this? The ocean doesn't look that good. Oh wow, amazing. Did I even do? Yeah, I did. Mechanics feel weird. I added a new sub emote. It's in the fucking title. And there's also a K to spare, but I think I'm getting K to spare tomorrow. Crypto mining? Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna get K to spare. Just like every other streamer, but whatever. It's a good amount. Yeah, what is this wide shit? Isn't it FFZ that you can like mod emotes now? FFZ is like shitting the bed recently. Like nothing FFZ is working at all. Like the like mod badges and shit are just not working. Just FFZ is just a fucking disaster right now. And I think it's because they tried to add this like emote mod shit, but it's like awful. Yeah, BTTV added the fucking badge. Like, I've got the badge. I've got this, since 2020 BTTV badge. But... And also, BTTV used to be good because you could have, personal emotes. But 7TV is literally just gonna add personal emotes. I'm pretty sure. Personal emotes meaning like you can use like an emote in any channel. But it's not even that useful. Like being a nerd using a fucking emote that's not enabled, like it's not even worth it. You just look weird. It's like, huh? How the fuck is that enabled? And then someone else types it and it's just like awkward. Like, it was in Emily's chat. Nails wasn't enabled yet. Nails wasn't enabled in Emily's chat, so then there were a bunch of my subs who just like used K nails. And then everyone, like a bunch of other people started typing K nails as well, even though they obviously weren't a sub. They just like thought that, oh, that must be how you fucking use the emote on this channel. Yeah, God tier advertising though. I didn't get any subs out of it, but the idea was there. That does happen. You like offline subs. I feel like that's like the majority of Alice chat offline is people subbing offline for the emotes. Alice has the most insane emotes by far. Like, obviously that's not like a fucking crazy take, but Alice emotes are so fucking good. And I think there's multiple artists as well. It's not even like one god tier artist. There's like a lot of artists that make all of the fucking Alice emotes. Yeah, people say that they get gifted Alice a lot. I never fucking got gifted. I just saw the emotes everywhere and fucking subbed myself. And then I started watching her stream as well. And I actually like her stream. Like use it as a sleep stream or just like after stream I'll watch her stream and shit like that. There's a lot of streamers that I watch I mean, just in general, I watch like fuckloads of streams. That's probably why you see me like chatting everywhere. But there's some streamers I watch and I like really like look up to how they stream, and I think that they stream really well, and I try and like fucking not copy their formula, but like I try and improve by watching them. No, she doesn't like Minecraft. I rated Alice once, and her chat said that Alice hates Minecraft or some shit. I don't know where Alice came from though. Like, apparently people just got gifted Alice emotes, Alice subs, and that's how Alice got any like traction. But she literally just streams like fucking like Apex and shit. And like fucking city skylines and shit. It's like random games. I heard she doesn't even have that many subs, even though you see her emotes literally everywhere on Twitch. Someone told me that she only has like 400 subs or something. Yeah, I don't know why everyone says weeb when it's literally just like, oh my god, classic. This was gonna be slow but playable. I was gonna play it as a SUB20 to get it on the runs fucking thing and just fell on a fucking thing. Yeah, drawing emote equals weeb somehow. It's a fucking, I mean, she doesn't face cam, but not a fucking VTuber or some shit. This is the God Seed. This is not the God Seed. Alright, give me a nice tidy seed to play. How does that sound? Just a nice tidy seed. I beat the game a little bit and then we think about something else. Resetting or something. Mechanics kind of feel weird right now, but I think they're acceptable. 1 hour of React and I've just decayed physically. I used to be like super anti-React and everything, but like it's pretty clear that React is just insane fucking content and it's just free. Like literally everyone starts their stream with it. And like I fucking prided myself on not starting stream with React, but whenever I fucking do it, it's always a fucking insane stream. But like the stream just in general is like so much like better after starting with React, so I feel like I have to fucking adapt. But I'm only gonna do shit like fucking like if there's some run that's happened or some shit or I don't know, some bullshit. I'm not gonna start with fucking TikTok, Reddit, or dumb bullshit. Like, fucking dono links or any shit, but whenever there's some fucking run, I'll watch it. Yeah, it makes sense as well. Like I have to like warm up talking and getting used to streaming and shit. I think it's the same with everyone. You don't just like instantly start streaming and you're streaming. Like it's you kind of have to like wake up a bit almost. This is real, right? Oh, it's not real, but that was where the spike was. Is this going to be playable? It's not stone, right? Bro, do I have fucking blur shit on? Mip map is on. Fuck, maybe I should turn that off. Dono links, yeah. There's like there's all kinds of reasons why I don't go live though. Like I didn't go live yesterday because I got home from work and then I just like watched some videos on my phone. And then I fell asleep for like 4 hours or some shit. You know chronic fatigue syndrome? Isn't it? It's like a thing where you just like fall asleep a lot, right? Like you can like not be awake for very long or some shit. What is that about? When I first heard about it, it like kind of freaked me out. It's like you get it when you have bad sleeping habit, and then your body goes "fuck you." Yeah, maybe it's narcolepsy or some shit. I don't know. But eventually, if you have too bad of sleeping habits, your body says "fuck you," and then just